Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. It's great to see you here again. And today in this video, what I'm going to be showing you how to do is how to properly clean your AC condenser coil. Now, your AC does need to be maintained. It's very important to have that system cleaned at least once a year for the air conditioning. Usually you want to do that in the spring before you start using your AC and you get into your really hot summer months. Have everything cleaned and serviced to make sure everything's working fine. Now, your condenser coil on the outside AC system, what I'm going to be showing you how to clean, if that's not cleaned and it's stopped up, that can decrease the efficiency of your air conditioner. It can raise your electric bills, and if it runs for a long period of time, it could actually decrease the life of your AC system. So it's really important to make sure those things are cleaned, and doing it properly is the only way to do it. So if you want to see how I clean a condenser coil and how it's supposed to be cleaned, come along with me and I'll be glad to show you as always. So I'll see you around at the unit. Alright, we're over here at our condensing unit, and basically your condenser coil sits behind these fins here, so it's really hard to get into that system to clean it. So what we want to do is we want to remove this top. That way it gives us access to get down into the coil to clean it, and we can properly access all of our condenser and get to all the parts that we need to clean. So I'm going to go ahead and take the top off. I'm going to save you that, and I'll bring you back as soon as I get it off. Alright, I went ahead and pulled power. I got the fan moved out of the way. So now we can properly get to our condensing unit. See, this unit has some debris down here on the bottom. When you're doing a maintenance call, you always want to get that debris and stuff out from inside of the bottom of the air conditioner, because you have drains in the bottom, and when rain comes down, if that debris or whatever stops up those drains, the system, water will build up in the system, and it won't drain properly, and that could actually rot out the bottom of your air conditioner. But on this condensing coil, what we want to do is we want to take our water hose, and we want to spray water in this way for it to leave here. Now, the reason we want to spray from inside out is basically we want to take any of that dirt that's in that condensing unit and push it out of our condenser. We don't ever want to spray from outside to in, because what we want to do is we want to take all the dirt this on that coil and push it out, and then once we do that, we can take and spray from the outside and spray all that dirt off. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up our hose and go ahead and start spraying. But before I do that, I want to show you the cleaner that I use. This is a heavy duty coil cleaner. What this does is when you spray on, I think it's got like an acid base to it, but I mean, it's safe to use on a condenser coil. You never want to use that on a painted coil. You don't see a lot of those anymore, but if you put this type of a condensing coil cleaner on a painted evaporator coil, like if your coil is black, now this stuff will eat the paint right off of it. But any type of coil that's metal, like this one here, it has no paint on it, it's very safe to use that on a condenser coil. And I'll tell you, that's one of the best condenser coil cleaners that I've seen, because it does a really good job, makes your coils bright, and gets all the dirt off. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up our water hose, and I'll be right back. Alright, what I'm using to clean this coil is this coil cleaner gun. And how you use this is basically you take the top off, set it to the side. I'm going to take our cleaner. We're going to pour some of that in. I'll put the top back on. And this has a nozzle that hooks onto your water hose. And as you spray the water, it pulls the coil cleaner up, mixes it with water, and basically this gets sprayed on your coil. Now, if you don't have anything like this, you can take a spray bottle. You can buy it from Lowe's or Home Depot. Put some coil cleaner on it, spray the coil, and basically do the same thing. But this will actually get into the coil. It's got a lot more pressure to it. So to get the cleaner inside the coil, all the grooves and everything, and get it cleaned really, really well. So let me get this hooked together and we'll start cleaning it. Alright, we got everything hooked up. This is my setup. Got that hooked to our faucet. Alright, and basically what we want to do is we want to spray this whole coil down. Get all around, all down on the bottom. And as you're starting to see, this coil cleaner is starting to foam because this has a reaction with the dirt and everything that's down in this coil, and actually start to clean it. And I don't know if you can see it on camera. You can actually already see a little bit of the places where I've sprayed, where it's cleaned some of that dirt off, and it's actually starting to shine. You just get all over this coil, all around. Alright, so we got the condenser coil cleaner on there. And what I usually like to do is give it probably about 5 or so minutes for the coil cleaner to sit on there and for that to react with that dirt to get it loose. And I'll bring you back as soon as we give it enough time. Alright, it's been a couple minutes, and as you can see how that stuff starts to foam. You got foam on the bottom. What that stuff is, that reacts with the dirt, loosens it up, gets that dirt and grime that's on that coil loose, and basically brings it to a foam. So after about 5 minutes, what we want to do is we want to spray our coil. And like I say, we always want to spray from inside to out to push any of that dirt out of our coil. So everywhere that we sprayed this coil cleaner, get all the suds and everything off. Any loose dirt that we see. And I always start from top to bottom to let the water run down. Get all our suds out of there. See that foam coming out. Alright, this coil wasn't that dirty, but now we got it all bright and shiny. Got any debris out. And like I said, once you spray it from inside out, you can go to your outside and you can spray your coil down the fins, because you've got your coil up inside of here. You can spray here just to get any dirt that's lingering. Alright, well that's basically what it is to clean the condenser coil. We got all the dirt and everything out of it. We got all the debris that could be blocking that coil, because what you want to prevent is you have, with that fan motor sitting on top, that's pulling air through your evaporator. So if your condenser coil is blocked up, it's not allowing that airflow to go through that coil. And basically low airflow is what I told you before, can cause your unit to be inefficient, raise your electric bills, and actually kill your compressor. So it's always good to at least once a year, I know it's a pain sometimes to do it, take this unit apart, get your water hose, spray everything out, spray it down, clean all that dirt off, and you should be good to go. One quick tip that I always tell you is, while you got your condenser coil cleaner and your water hose out, especially for heating and air guys, it's always good to take this right here, spray down your covers. You can see this dirt and stuff that's here. Spray down this, you can see all the dirt that's on here. Spray down your outside unit and take just a simple rag and wipe that down, because when you do that, that condenser coil cleaner will take all of that dirt and stuff off. And as far as homeowners go, if you're doing a preventive maintenance or something like that, a lot of times, especially on like this unit here, they can't see that coil. So when they walk out to their unit and that unit, the outside of it's dirty, that homeowner may say, well, they didn't really do anything to this air conditioner. It still looks the exact, they say they cleaned it, but it still looks the exact same way it did before. So if you take this, clean all of the outside, act like it's a car, wipe this thing down, scrub it down, and most of the time, especially like with this system here, that system may end up looking like brand new again. And so when the customer comes out, they can see that outdoor unit looks all clean and shiny, and they can tell you actually did something. So I'm gonna go ahead and start spraying this outside unit down. We'll go spray here and put the top back on. We'll go spray that down and we'll come back and take another look. Alright, we got this part done, and as you can see, compared to what it was, I mean, that thing looks like brand new. So let's go ahead and get the top on. Let's start washing the outside of it. Get the fan back on, and let's see what it looks like. Alright, we're going to wipe this system all down. I sprayed my coil cleaner on first to get it some soap on there, and I've just taken a wet rag, just like you do with a car, and just basically go all over the AC unit, wipe it down, our front panels, and I'll basically go through all over the air conditioner and do the same thing. And then now let's go ahead, once we do that, once I get finished, we'll go ahead and rinse it off. Alright, we'll rinse everything off. You can see that dirt is just coming off of this unit. And then you can see it really good here, getting that grime off of it. All the debris from when we sprayed out of our coil, we want to get all that off. So that's why it's important to spray your coil first from the inside out to get all that debris out here. And now we can spray from the outside in. Just wash that stuff right off of there. Make sure you can get all your fins, and there we go. I don't know if you guys can tell it, but from when we first got to this unit was really dirty. The coil wasn't so bad, but on the outside part of it had a lot of dirt and like old pollen that was on here. We have a lot of that here in North Carolina. So we got all of that. So the customer can actually walk out, look at the unit after we do a maintenance, and they can actually tell that something was cleaned on this unit because they can't see the condensing coil or whatever. So to recap, what we did is to clean your air conditioner, but this is particularly on I'm addressing how to clean the condenser coil. But we had the top off, we removed the fan, and I showed you there was debris in the bottom of the unit. We got that debris out of it. It's a lot of pine straw and dirt and things like that. We got that out of the bottom of the unit so as not to stop up any drains. We cleaned that out. We cleaned our condenser coil, always spraying from the inside out, and then once we do that, we can spray from the outside in to wash any of that dirt that was blown out. After that, we put everything back together. We take our condenser coil cleaner and we spray the whole entire unit, and then we take a rag and we wipe that unit down to get the outside clean. I don't know if, at least from looking here, this unit looks almost brand new compared to what it was when I first got here. So guys, that's about it. That's how to properly clean a condensing coil. Always, so make sure to go to your condensing coil, check that, make sure you don't have any debris, and if you do, you know how to clean it now. So thanks for joining me, guys. It's always a pleasure showing you guys how I do things. I hope you guys are learning something off of these videos, maybe something you never seen before. So if you learned anything, please like and subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me. And as always, I'll see you on the next service call. Thanks, guys.